Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Glad to have you guys back at the stream once again tonight here. The Celtics in action. Game number 4 of the series as Boston is on the road once again, taking on the Heat. The Celtics lead 2-1 so far this series, bouncing back in a big way on Saturday night. 104-84 the final score. The Celtics allowed the fewest amount of points to an opponent throughout this entire course of this season with those 84 points allowed, and just a major response right back. Everything they did so well just flipped the switch compared to game number 2 where everything just went completely wrong. The Celtics look like the team that we saw throughout most of the season for Boston, besides a couple blips here and there, and it was led by Kristaps Porzingis in the last game. He really started off in a bounce-back way. He had 18 points in the last game, altering a bunch of shots left and right. Tatum and Brown both had 22, leading the way in the last game. Just excellent balance for Boston. Derek White got up to 16 points. And a major difference in the game, besides the lockdown defense, which was stellar throughout the entire game, was also the Celtics had 22 total assists to just 6 total turnovers throughout that last game, and they forced 12 total Miami turnovers. If you guys are new to the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well for this pivotal game 4 of this series. Boston looking to go up 3-1, heading back to their home floor on Wednesday for game 5, and the Heat looking to see if they can even it up, as we have a major game today, and I think this one's going to be much more closer than what we saw on Saturday, that's for sure. Boston took game 1 in the series 114-94. The Heat bounced back. They won last Wednesday in game 2, 111-101. And the Celtics able to bounce back and win by 20 once again, 104-84. So 2 20-point victories for Boston, and looking to see if they can start to mount a winning streak in this series right now for the Celtics, and it's a good opportunity to do so because other teams in the East are starting to get taken to deeper series matchups. Looking at that Cleveland-Orlando series, that's potentially going to go to 7, and that's who the Celtics will be facing next if Boston's able to come out of this series and advance over to the second round. So what's good, everybody? Mario, Daniel, Hockey from Home, Charlisa, Ron, Christian, Luis Carlos in the stream. Welcome in. I got the Celtics for this one tonight here, Christian. And glad to have you all back in. Feel free to hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win this one here, Boston or Miami? Vote in the poll as well. And I think it's going to be much, much closer than what we saw in the last game. Boston came out on fire in Game 1 and Game 3 of this series. And it's just been through their defense. They allowed the Heat to score 12 points in the first quarter on the Saturday. The Heat scored just a point a minute during the first quarter. Only 12 points in quarter 1. And Boston's defense just, man, they were locked down. Everybody was communicating. Everybody played with 110% effort on the court. And that's what the Celtics need to do, just keep it rolling tonight. That team that we saw on Saturday that transferred that one over to tonight on a one-day of rest here for the Celtics. Arku, welcome in, man. Yeah, they got Thunder and Pelicans on NBA TV today, so they have a third game in the middle. Let's see, quick update here for you guys. Couple of NBA news updates out here. So, if you live in the Oklahoma City area and are looking to watch the Thunder tonight on NBA TV, the Thunder released a couple hours ago via Twitter that due to NBA rules, tonight's NBA TV broadcast for Game 4 in Oklahoma City and the surrounding area around OKC and Oklahoma will be blacked out in the Thunder market. So if you're from the Thunder market looking to watch the OKC Thunder against the Pelicans, and if you're from Oklahoma City, then NBA TV will be blacked out in your area. So the only way to watch that will be through Bally Sports Oklahoma and Bally Sports Plus. So if you're out in that area, that's one of the updates. The other one I saw scrolling through Twitter right before tip-off is that there's doubt tomorrow that Giannis and Dame most likely will not play for Milwaukee, down 3-1 against the Pacers in that series. So looks like, according to Shams, both of those strains that Giannis and Dame have are tricky types of strains that could complicate a return and could increase a risk in the level of injury. So both Giannis and Dame are doubtful for tomorrow in that series. But one team already moving on to the second round. Congratulations to Minnesota. Anthony Edwards, absolutely him, as Minnesota eliminated KD, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, the Phoenix Suns in 4 games in a clean sweep. And Minnesota went 0-3 in the regular season against Phoenix. And then Minnesota goes out, wins every single game in the first round, and they won the first 3 by double digits for the T-Wolves. Just a dominant first round sweep for Minnesota, and they look really, really dangerous. Also, Jamal Murray, I'm going to see if I can get some updates. I heard he was questionable going into tonight's game. So Lakers and Nuggets playing the nightcap tonight. There's 3 games going on in the NBA for today. So since the Lakers beat the Nuggets, that's why we have 3 games. If the Lakers didn't win against the Nuggets, then this game would have been put on at 7, and then the Thunder versus the Pelicans would have been put to 9:30, but that's why they have the Thunder and the Pelicans in the middle tonight at 8:30. But Jamal Murray, yesterday in the injury report, he was listed questionable due to a left calf strain by Jamal Murray. So that's an update right there. So a lot of injuries hitting these playoffs here currently. And the Celtics have avoided the injury bug. Luckily for Boston, just got to keep it up and stay clean throughout these playoffs. And Minnesota's another team that has eliminated the injury bug for them that they had. They're another deep team, and honestly, in my bracket, I had put Boston against Denver in the finals, but I honestly think there's a chance that we might see Boston against Minnesota in the NBA Finals this year if Minnesota stays healthy, and they got a deep team. That's a huge advantage to them going into their next matchup against Denver because they get rest and they're coming in on a 4-game sweep. Wow, record low first quarter points in NBA history, 5 points there. Wow. It's for what Ron read. Yeah, the Celtics allowed 12 in the last game to Miami. It was 21-12 at the end of the first. Alan, what's good? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in from Michigan right now. And welcome in Alan and Sherry on the stream. Starting five looks like this tonight for Boston. Derek White, Jrue Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Kristaps Porzingis. The over-under on Kristaps Porzingis threes tonight is just 1.5 for this game. Starting five for the Heat. Tyler Hero, Caleb Martin, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic, and Bam Adebayo. Yeah, I was watching NBC Sports Boston with their pregame show, and according to that line, the Porzingis over-under for threes was set at just 1.5 tonight for this game. So this is looking like another good opportunity for Porzingis to knock down much more than 1.5 threes as he went off, set the tone early on in the last game. Boston has the same jerseys that I've got on tonight here with the Celtics. Black uniforms, green numbers, green letters, white outline, and the Heat's playing in their home floor tonight at the Kaseya Center here for Game 4. As Miami will wear the white uniforms tonight. Maroon letters, maroon numbers for this matchup. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell here for this one. And Celtics against Heat, game number 4 about to begin. Boston looking to see if they can go up 3-1 in the series. 2 victories in the series by Boston, both by 20. Game 1, 114-94. Game 3, 104-84. The Heat won the game in between on Wednesday. In Game 2 at Boston, 111-101. Celtics going right to left on the floor. Miami going left to right. Porzingis and Adebayo about to jump it off here for the opening tip. And make sure to put in the chat who you guys like to win this one here, Celtics or Heat, as we are underway and Boston controls the opening tip. Celtics with the first possession, right to left, they will go on the floor. John Goebel, Courtney Kirkland, and Mitchell Irvin, the 3 officials tonight for this game. For the Celtics versus Heat, Game 4 in the playoffs first round. A pass off to Holiday, cutting to the hoop, and Holiday will draw a quick foul by the Heat defense here to begin 16 seconds through. So Jrue Holiday will have 2 free throws coming up. The Celtics, 22 total assists in the last game. Jaylen Brown almost had one right there as Holiday got clipped off the layup attempt, and Holiday makes the first free throw. Daniel, welcome in here, man. Celtics allowed just 84 points in the last game. That's the fewest points they've allowed throughout this entire season. Regular season or playoffs. Free throw number 2 is good by Jrue. Heat with their first possession. Miami picked up a quick foul by Adebayo to begin the game. 1-5 record for the Heat against the Celtics this season. That includes the playoffs. Here's a 3 taken by Jovic, and he delivers on it. 3-2 for the Heat now. Miami ripped down 20-plus threes in their lone victory in the series back on a Wednesday. 23 for 43 that game from the perimeter. Last game, they just went from 9 for 28 at 32%. Bad pass sailed into the backcourt. The Celtics turned it over. Jaquez up the floor. Jaquez no good. Around the rim and out. Martin collects the offensive rebound. Shockingly there, Jaquez could have finished at the rim. Martin steps into a 3. And the Celtics really lucky that 0 points transpired out of that bad possession. Here's a 3 straight away. No good. Missed off the mark by Holiday. Rebound secured by Martin. Much better physicality-wise here for the Heat so far. And this has a making to be a close game. Much closer than the last one. Hero off the screen. Jacked up the 3. Bricked off the back rim. Rebound secured by Holiday. Jrue Holiday, bounce pass goes off to Brown. Brown backs his way. Over Hero. He scores in the low post. Good for 2. Good 1-on-1 right there for JB. Saw that he had an advantage down low. Posted up on Tyler Hero. Got the bucket. Hero at the left wing. He's working on Holiday. Sends it off to Adebayo with the free throw circle. Bam. Dribbles up. Works on Porzingis. Turnaround jumper. Tough miss. No good. As Porzingis alters the shot. Missed off the rim by Bam. And Tatum collects the rebound. Approaching 10 minutes left to go in the first. Tatum yet to attempt a shot so far the first 2 minutes. Swings it off to White. Takes the 3. Right down the middle. He delivers. Derek White splashes down the triple. Tatum records the assist. Attacking downhill. Martin turns it over. Celtics here up the floor. They got numbers on 3-on-2. Holiday passes. Brown to the rim. No good. Couldn't convert on the layup. Rebound secured by Adebayo. Hero will take a quick 3 up the floor, and he connects on it. 7-6 right now. Second made 3 of the game here for Miami. Uncle Pizzle, welcome back in here, man. Greg, glad to have you back in the stream. Tatum has it at the top, lobs it down low. Holiday with possession. Holiday now covered up by Jovic. Holiday circles around, dribbles out to the left corner. One-on-one baseline dribble. Gets past Jovic, right to the cup. He scores. Up and in off the backboard. It's good for 2. Off the baseline dribble by Drew. 9-6 for Boston. Drew Holiday beating Nikola Jovic off the dribble. A Hero attacking downhill to the rim, and he gets past Porzingis and scores with a left-hand layup. 9-8 right now. Approaching 9 minutes left to go in the first. Tatum at the top of the key, going to slow it down here for his team. Lobs it off to Porzingis. Porzingis at the right elbow, brings along a double team. Hawkins comes along alongside Hero. Porzingis goes up, and Hero commits the shooting foul. 2 free throws at the line here for Porzingis as Tyler Hero picks up his first personal. 8:49 left to play in the first. Fast game so far. Both of these teams blowing up and down the floor against one another. I thought that we'd be seeing the defenses come out, but the Heat have made 2 transition threes to begin this game. So Porzingis now will shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one's up, first one's through. Hey, what's good, Italiano? Welcome back in. Glad to have you back in the stream here, man. If you're new on the channel, we're just getting started tonight. Smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Free throw number 2 is good by Porzingis. 3-point advantage now for Boston. Heat have the possession. Down low, Hawkins gets the bucket over Holiday, banked it up and in off the glass for the layup. 11-10 now, 21 combined points in the first 3.5+ minutes. Corner 3 by Holiday, bricked off the back rim. White in the perfect position, comes up with offensive rebound, puts it back in over Hero for 2. Resilient possession there with a 2-second chance points by White. Hero crosses the midcourt logo, pressured via the ball handler. Here now switch guarded by Tatum. Hero dribbles up, slides it out to the right corner. Wide open 3 by Martin as Holiday was out of position, missed around the rim and out. The rebound gets secured here by Brown. Jaylen Brown outside. Porzingis pops up, wide open 3, couldn't convert. Around the rim and out as the rebound goes back to Martin here for Miami. Martin, handoff Hero, and we'll have a foul here charged to Tatum on the screen set by Adebayo as Tatum knocked down Adebayo. Oh yeah, that's a hard contact right there by Tatum. Holy smokes, bam. Setting the screen, and Tatum just tried to barrel him right over. Thought that he was imaginary, but no, that's a brick of a body right there. And bam, fell down hard. Tatum commits his first personal foul. Jovic moves it outside of Bam around the perimeter. Hand off to Hero. Bam sets the screen. Hero drives inside the key. Hero gets it for 2. 1-point game right now. Hey, what's good? Not TV in the stream, taking the heat tonight. Mets, welcome in. Thanks for joining back in, man. It goes to Porzingis at the elbow. Porzingis out fake, slits past Hero. Watch out, Porzingis at the rim, couldn't finish. And he got the putback if they count it for KP. I believe they're going to say the foul occurred on the first shot, so this is going to be 2 free throws coming up instead of the and 1 by Porzingis. So missed the first one over Jovic and then tipped it back in, but the foul occurred before the... So the foul occurred on the first shot, not the tip in. So instead of an and 1, he'll have 2 at the line. First one's good. Yeah, no problem. Hope all is going well for you, Italiano. Second shot's good by Porzingis. 3-point lead now for the Celtics. This is one of these games tonight that you gotta be able to close out and win a tight game because the Heat have played much, much better physicality-wise in this one. Missed 3 at the right wing by Miami. Jaylen Brown came up with a rebound. Porzingis in the backcourt commits the foul, though. And this is going to be going into the Heat direction, it looks like here. Let's see, Jovic bricked it. Porzingis holding up Bam. Whoa. Wow. Wow, Bam was holding up Porzingis, and the officials ruled the foul on Porzingis. Either way, leads to a missed three as it hit the front rim on the ensuing inbound by Miami. 7 minutes left to go in the first. After a quick start from three, they're just 2 for 7 from the perimeter. Lob down low, Porzingis double teamed. Inside, they key off the turnaround. No good as he bricked it off the back rim. Jovic collected the rebound. Jovic on the outside, guarded by Tatum. Lobs it off the Bam. Bam at the low block. Backs his way on Porzingis. Bam, right-handed hook. Missed off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Tatum. Man, Porzingis just changes everything out there. Tatum, crossover, guarded by Jaquez around the perimeter. Now he is double teamed. Gets it away. Skip pass. Left corner. White catching fire. 3 off the rim, no good. Tipped up. Battle for the rebound. And Jaquez comes out of the pack with it. Jaquez looking to attack. Outside finds Martin. Martin bounce past Jaquez. Low block. Swings it out to the wing. Hero up fake. Sidestep to his right. Shovels out on top. Bam. Shot clock's down to 12. Kicks it out to the corner. Nobody there. That's a turnover. The Heat with a lot of opportunities right there. They're crushed. Their opportunity as Adebayo flung it out to the corner. Nobody there as his teammate Caleb Martin moved off his spot. Celtics a couple times have got lucky and recovered defensively in this game. And that possession there was another big defensive recovery that they got for them that results in 0 on the scoreboard. The Heat should have much more than they have currently in this game to begin with. It's 15-12 right now. Miami should have the lead as there's been 2 possessions that they should have capitalized on. Number 1, Tyler Hero off the sidestep. You had Tatum Tatum went for you on the opposite side. He sidestepped Tatum. He should have taken that 3 right there and instead gave it up on a pass that resulted in Bam throwing it out of bounds. There was a play much earlier in the game that the Celtics chucked the ball into their backcourt, and Miami couldn't finish at the rim, and the Celtics were able to force a defensive rebound out of it and get the ball back. So that's 2 opportunities right now that the Heat should have had 4 or potentially 5 points on and should have the lead 16-15 or 17-15 in this game. So, yeah, Celtics lucky right now. Boston, excellent start at the free throw line. Perfect 6 for 6 to begin this game as we take the first time out. Hey, what's good, Jeffrey? Welcome in here, man. So, rest of your baseball schedule's up there, ending May 15th, it looks like. Oh, wow, Westerly. Yeah, great place. Haven't been to Westerly for a while. But, best of luck there. May 14th, the game out in Westerly. Wensjoy, welcome back in. Thanks for coming out from the Philippines. Andrew, welcome back in here, man. Game's going pretty well. Jason, what's good here, brother? Lil Tab on the stream, welcome on board. If you're new in the channel, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. I get the Celtics all day in this one, and this is going to be a much, much tougher game than the last one, that's for sure. This is going to be a dogfight. It's going to be like one of those Knicks-Sixers games in that series. This is an opportunity for the Celtics to see if they can close out a game that's most likely going to be close, decided by single digits tonight in this game. Boston comes in as a 10.5 point favorite. I think it's going to be closer on that line, though. I think we're looking at a single digit game deciding this one. Yep, Jimmy puts out Celtics by 7. That very well could potentially be the number there. Yeah, I'm thinking single digits for this one. Hey, what's good from Peru on the channel? Welcome in for a little tab out from Peru. That's awesome. Got a great international reach. I know we got a lot of great supporters here out in the Philippines, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica. Yeah, day went well today. Pretty nice outside. Yeah, so if you're from like the Boston, Providence area, Mass, Rhode Island, New England area, it was really nice outside. I'm actually closer to the water though, so it's only like 60 degrees, but like further north, it got up to like 70, 75. 6:13 left to go in the first, as this will be a Boston inbound coming up out of the timeout. Derek White inbounds it off to Jaylen Brown on the floor with Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford, and Kristaps Porzingis. White at the left wing. Horford sets the screen. White gets past Highsmith, moves on top over to Brown. Brown dribbles up, free throw circle. Outside finds White. Catch and fire. Three at the left wing, and he delivers. Derek White splash as he sinks down the three ball. 18-12 now for Boston. Derek White finding his shot tonight. He's got 8, making his second three of the game, the top scorer. Top of the key, Kevin Love. Hand off to Hero. It's Love, Hero, Highsmith, Martin, and Jovic, the 5 of the floor. Love, his 3 is off the back rim. Rebound secure by Porzingis. Up the floor here with White. White dribble drive straight to the cup. He scores. Up and it off the backboard. Derek White up to 10 right now. Derek White, the hot hand tonight here, folks. To begin this one, 4 for 5 shooting, double digits with 10. Hero, guarded by Horford. Hero drives inside the paint, floats up the runner over Porzingis, and drills it. Tyler Hero right now keeping the Heat in this one. 9 of the 14 through Hero. He has 4 for 5 shooting. As we're down to 5 minutes left to go in the first. White spots up, takes the 3. Makes the 3 from downtown. Bang, bang by Derek White. Oh, baby, he's just making everything look so right tonight for Derek White. It leads to a timeout taken on the floor by the Heat. 23-14 Boston, led by Derek White, as he has propelled his team 13 out of the 23 through White to begin in the first quarter. What a start for DW right now, finding his shot, getting into a rhythm. 13 points in 7 minutes, 5 for 6 shooting, 3 for 4 from three-point range. I love the aggressiveness, and man, just what a start today in this game. Yeah, I heard about that. So, if you, like inland towards Hartford, I heard it was like around the 80s. It's usually warmer out there. Like whenever it's like 60s or so in like Southeast Mass, Rhode Island at the coast, it gets to be like 80s, like inland towards like Hartford or like Albany, New York, gets to be like 20 degrees warmer. What a start right now for Boston. Derek White getting this team going. Porzingis really giving the Heat a lot of trouble on a couple of turnaround shots so far in this game. Celtics are +2 on the glass to begin, 8-6 right now. And Derek White had a hustle play put back earlier for an offensive rebound. And this is what he's got. He's got 13 points with a rebound. And that offensive rebound, he scored a putback on it. Oh, wow, that's great. Yeah, every single time I've done a broadcast this year, I've had like a sweatshirt or a jacket. On Saturday, actually, I had like a thinner sweatshirt, and I was freezing because I left my house on Saturday. It was 68. Well, the place that I was announcing at, it's on the coast for the college that I announced at on Saturday. I forgot to realize that it was 54 degrees over there on the coast. So the first game, I actually got like sunburnt on my nose, and then once the sun started to fade away and tuck in behind the clouds, I get to like the lower 50s, and I was quite chilly. Siegel, welcome in. Get better, man. Send my thoughts and prayers out to you, Siegel, and a speedy recovery there, man. And hopefully the outcome of this game, I hope so, will make you feel much, much better today if the Celtics are able to hold on and pick up this win. And yeah, good start. Derek White. Really, really good start to begin here. Robin, welcome in. Thanks for stopping on board. If you're new on the channel, first timer here, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified here for future live streams. I've actually never been to an NBA playoff game before. Definitely something that's on my bucket list for the future, though. So we come back to action right now, 23-14. Celtics keys for the finals, I would say all starts with their defense for Boston. Physicality, mental toughness, defense, and also taking care of the basketball too. That's been a major issue, has been turnovers. Right there, the Heat turned one over. Travel underneath the rim by Tyler Hero. So the Heat turned it over, and the Celtics, we'll see if they can push this up to double digits for the first time today. 3 turnovers by Miami, just 1 by Boston. Also, balance. That's another key for the Celtics because they have over-relied on the threes, and sometimes when they attempt like 55, 58 threes or so, when that number's in the 50s and they're really struggling, that number's below 30%, then the other team usually is able to pick up the win against the Celtics. But when the Celtics shoot the ball, I believe around like 34 or 35% greater, that's when most of their wins have come from in those games. But they get too over-reliant upon threes sometimes, and that could really come back and bite them. Jaylen Brown here is going to head to the free throw line. I like their mentality in this game. They're putting the pressure on the Heat's defense down low and attacking, and Miami just picked up another foul. So this sends Brown to the free throw line, and that's their 5th as a team right now. So the Celtics are in the bonus. I take the Magic right there in round 2 based off of like very little playoff experience, but I think it's going to be the Cavs in my honest opinion. I picked the Cavs, but hey, you never know. The Magic right now have won the last 2 games after starting off 0-2. As Pritchard had a steal there, but it went in and out of his hands. Great defense denying the backdoor cutter, but he bobbled it out of bounds. So this will stay Heat basketball. It will be Martin, Adebayo, Hero, Highsmith, and also number 4, Delon Wright, who's on the floor here for Miami. Martin lobs it off the Bam. He catches it at the left wing. Bam backs his way inside. A key on Horford. Bam, tough shot over Horford, and that is not even close. Took a circus type of shot right there. Here goes Brown accelerating to the cup. Blocked by Highsmith. Got it back though and scores. Good for 2 by JB. 26-14. Celtics by 12. Defense started to take over recently. This Celtics defense is looking locked down. Hero dribbles up to the elbow, takes the jumper, blocked from the side by Derek White, and the Celtics come up with a basketball. Jaylen Brown sends it out on top to White, takes the 3 straight away. Oh, he hits it! Bang, bang! Derek White makes another triple. 29-14. This dude's doing everything tonight. 16 points by Derek White and 6 for 7 shooting in 8 minutes. Martin to the rim. Spins down the layup. Gotta love a hot hand like Derek White to begin this game. Top of the key, Horford into the hands to Pritchard. This is Derek White's game tonight. Pritchard drives an Adebayo, circles around, bounce pass, left wing, Hauser. Laces up a 3, came off the rim short. Horford tips up, offensive rebound by the smallest player on the floor, Peyton Pritchard. Off to Brown. Brown drives downhill over Adebayo. No good, missed off the rim short. Rebound controlled here by Adebayo. Bam, it dribbles up to the right elbow. He's guarded by Horford. Inside a key jumper. 14-footer. Connects on it. 29-18. Under 3 minutes left to go in the first. Edith, welcome in. Resty, welcome back in. Derek White, the ball handler, takes it up the floor. On the court with Horford, Hauser, Pritchard, and Brown. White dribbles up. 14-footer right back. That time is too long. And the Heat collect the defensive rebound. Delon Wright. Hero is holding up Hauser. No call by the referees at the wing of the perimeter outside. A Highsmith. Highsmith with a 3. That is well off the mark. Celtics with a board, and both of these teams have been going at it for quite a bit of time. So Boston here will take a timeout with their first timeout on the floor tonight. 29-18 Celtics down to 2:20 left to go in the first quarter. And once again, defense, defense, defense. The defense has been outstanding once again here for the most part in this one for Boston. A lot of tough forced up shots that the Heat are going for right now. That number just keeps on dipping down. Miami to 40% shooting on just 2 for 9 from 3 in this game. The Celtics are 4 for 9 from 3, 47% from the floor. Derek White has made all 4 threes today. Derek White's made 6 out of the 9 field goals in the first quarter. 16 out of the 29 through Derek White. He is almost individually scoring the same amount of points as Miami. He's just 2 points shy of the Heat as a team in this game. Wow, stay safe out there for Raphael. Stay cool. Another scorching day over in the Philippines for Raphael. LaMonica, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, I didn't get anything that came in, Siegel, so nothing popped in, but really appreciate it, brother. I didn't see it appear on the screen, Siegel. Yes. Yeah, that's like that's national coverage there. The radio station that I work at, the guy who hosts in the morning, he constantly talks about that whole thing that's been going on with that case. Tatum, tough jumper back from the timeout. The baseline got knocked down and fouled. Tatum will shoot 2 at the free throw line. Yeah, actually where it happened, whenever I drive by on 95 North, it's the Neponset Street exit in Canton on 95 North. There's people that constantly have signs around that exit whenever I go by. I usually drive over there on the weekends. I used to drive there every day because I went to college in that area towards the Blue Hills. So I went to college like 7 miles south of Boston off of Blue Hill Ave where I went to college. But yeah, that area is familiar with me. Siegel with a dono. Really appreciate it, man, for the dono. Let's get that dono hype on the street for Siegel. You the legend, brother. Both to the free throws. Good by Tatum. 13-point lead right now. Yeah, Patriots got some really solid draft picks there. So I like what they got. I heard Brandon Ayuk potentially could be a trade target to the Patriots. Passing off to the cutter, and Jaquez throws down the two-handed flush. That's an assist there by Daylon Wright for Miami. Minute 40 left to go in the first. Tatum has it around the perimeter. Tatum towards his right, at the top of the key, up fake, wide open 3, Tatum, bang, bang, oh, he hits it, right down the shoot, delivers in the triple, he got a defender to bite, straight off the up fake, 34-20, JT getting into a rhythm, 50% from 3, 5 for 10 from the perimeter as a team right now, for the Celtics, just 2 for 9 for the Heat, Adebayo makes the 17-foot J. Final minute left to go in the first. Tatum's going to slow it down. Tatum's guarded by Highsmith 101. He was the defender who bit off the up fake. Now working on Patty Mills. Back to Highsmith. At the corner, Horford sends it off to Pritchard. 5 of the shot clock. Pritchard drives, slices the defender. Double clutch. Missed off the rim short. Tipped off the back rim in the second time. That was just an off-balance shot there by Pritchard. Rebound control by Wright. Delone for Miami here. So it's the Heat who have possession. Sends it off to Mills. Back outside around the perimeter. Daylon Wright and followed by Holiday at the edge of the midcourt logo. So 34 to 22 now with 19.6 seconds left to play. That was a foul to give, I believe here, committed by Boston. So not yet in the bonus for the Heat. Next time they will be. That's the Celtics' 4th as a team right now for fouls. Hey, Alex, what's good here, man? Resty, thanks for joining in. Yeah, hopefully some good success coming up in the future for the Patriots. I really like what they got in the draft because they addressed all the needs that they needed to do in the offseason for them. Inbound for Hero. The Heat with possession down by 12. 15 seconds left to go to close out the quarter. Hero drives, floats it up over the top. Adebayo throws it down with a two-handed flush. All right, there's a bounce back there from Miami. 10-point game. That's a message sent to the Celtics that this game is far from over. Tatum, 3 seconds. Tatum, crossover. Tatum, leader at the buzzer. Came up short. And we close out at the end of the first quarter. Boston 34, Miami 24. That's a big, big slam there off the alley-oop by Adebayo. Puts the game winning 10. The Celtics have to realize now that even though the Heat are not finding their shot yet from 3, they're only 2 for 9 from 3, that they're going to see as much as possible that they're going to hang in the game, and the Celtics got to keep it physical throughout the course of this game, and they got to stay mentally tough and keep their foot on the gas pedal through 1 right now. Boston by 10, 34-24. Derek White with a red-hot start if you're just joining in. Derek White, massive to begin this game. So if you're just joining in, he had 16 points out of the 34, almost half of the points in the first quarter for Derek White. 16 points in his first 10 minutes of court time, 6 for 8 shooting, 4 for 5 from 3. After that, Tatum's got 5. Tatum recently made a 3. 5 points by Jaylen Brown, 4 each between Porzingis and Holiday. Porzingis still altering a bunch of stuff and changing everything defensively for his team out there. Nothing from the bench, though, in that first quarter. Pritchard played 6 minutes. Horford played 6 minutes. Hauser played 5. But Pritchard and Hauser combined to shoot 0 for 3. And nothing from the Heat's bench either in this game. Tyler Hero, 9 points. Bam Adebayo with 6. 4 by Jaquez, 3 by Jovic. Martin has just 2 in the first quarter. I think the key to this one is limiting Caleb Martin, just like the last game, because he went off in game 2. And I think if you're the Heat, that's your X-Factor guy, is Caleb Martin, and he has bounced back to earth what he was throughout most of this season and what he was in the NBA Finals last year. Caleb Martin was looking like the next coming of Steph Curry in game 2. And he crashed right back to earth in the last game, and in the first quarter has done the same. 0 for 2 from 3 by Caleb Martin, 1 for 3 from the floor, 2 points in his first 10 minutes tonight by Martin. Yeah, Derek White is on a heater to begin. This is a really good start for Boston because they've got a hot hand to begin. Yeah, send my thoughts out to you, Siegel, with hopefully you'll be able to get better soon, man. And hopefully this game, the result of it, if the Celtics keep this up, will bring you joy at the very end for tonight. Hopefully you'll be able to have a good night tonight if the Celtics are able to close this one out. 34-24 right now. Yeah, Miami's having a lot of tough time making threes in this game, but the Celtics defense has been looking solid once again. Boston getting right up into the shooters, crowding the shooters, just like this possession. Hawk is off the spin over Hauser, no good, missed off the rim, and Porzingis collects the defensive rebound. That's just excellent defense there by Sam Hauser to start off the second quarter. Tatum's on the floor with Hauser, Pritchard, Porzingis. There's a fifth player on the floor for the Celtics here in just a moment. Tatum, tough turnaround as he went in for the ISO ball, deep 2J, and missed it off the front rim. And that is Jrue Holiday, the fifth player on the floor. Adebayo, his jumper is skipped around the rim and out, missed off the mark, and Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Pritchard brings it up the floor. Boston doing a much better job defensively compared to 5 nights ago where they were leaving open shooters in that game. Pop up for the 3. Big fella drills it. Kristaps Porzingis connects on the 3. 37-24 Boston. with a modern NBA as we got almost a steal there as Mills lost it, got it back, working on Pritchard. Highsmith circles around the key. Highsmith floats up the shot over Porzingis. Another missed shot altered by Porzingis as it was missed off the floater by Highsmith in the key. Celtics with possession. In the modern NBA, now come playoff time, the team that makes more threes in a game wins approximately 80% in the NBA playoffs as Jrue Holiday takes it a distance and he scores with a layup. 15-point Boston lead. Under 10.5 left to go in the second. Adebayo, handoff to the left wing. Highsmith takes the jumper with space, missed off the mark, no good at the left baseline. Rebound secured by Porzingis. Porzingis just monstrous out there right now. 7 points up to 4 rebounds, altering everything. Tatum fires a fastball outside of Porzingis, looking for more, took the 3, missed off the rim. And Hawkes comes out with a defensive rebound. Hawkes up the floor here at the top. Jaime looking for a teammate to be open. He does, finds Highsmith, moves it across the floor off to Patty Mills. Patty Mills receives the handoff from Bam. Mills dribbles up. Mills gets tripped up and fouled by Pritchard. The clock will stop when 9:44. Yeah, looking back at the last replay, Porzingis coming up, contesting that shot. Holiday tipped it over to Tatum for the defensive rebound, and then Holiday on the last scoring play took it a distance. He was able to finish off the Euro step in the layup. Jrue Holiday, also excellent game for him so far tonight with 6. Yeah, that was a really tough look right there for Tatum with that one-on-one shot to begin the quarter. Hero turned it over down underneath the hoop off the inbound. So that's another turnover for Miami. Celtics tonight with just 2 turnovers. Miami picks up their 4th right now in this game for turnovers. Celtics by 15. Tatum drives, soars up, got it stripped out of bounds, and it's off of Tatum, the referees are going to say. So this will go back to the Heat now. Heat trailing by 15 at the moment. Daylon right, floats up the runner and missed it off the back rim. Battle for the rebound. Adebayo came down with it, and Adebayo, yeah, it's called a loose ball foul. Wow. I thought, honestly, that looked like it was on Porzingis on the loose ball foul. The referees, earlier on, they got what I thought should have been on Adebayo, but Porzingis got called in the foul. So right now it evens out, but that's another questionable call. I like to see it be fairly done. So it seems like they got one wrong earlier that was charged to Porzingis, even though it looked like it was more Bam. But that time they charged Bam on it when it looked like it was more Porzingis. Missed shot from 3 at the corner by Hawkes for the Heat. Tatum in the backcourt. Tatum crosses midcourt. Tatum bumped into by Daylon right, and he lost it out of bounds down the far side. That's now 2 turnovers in a row by Tatum. Just Tatum trying to do too much right there. Just walking the tightrope down the far side. And that's the same area, except going right to left. Yesterday, where the head coach from Minnesota got taken out and injured, where Mike Conley was guarded by Devin Booker down the far side of the floor. Tatum turned it over on that side right there just a moment ago. And this will be an and a 1 at the line as Tatum picks up a bad foul. Haywood Highsmith floats up the runner, gets it a go, and 1 by Highsmith. Yeah, I think this is the time, and good decision there being made as Mazzulla substitutes Tatum out of the game. Give Tatum just an opportunity right now to get his mind reset. The free throw is good, 39-27. So Tatum's right now on the bench. So he's on the bench currently. White back on the floor, step back 3 in the air, missed off the mark. Holiday tipped it off to Highsmith, though, who came up with a defensive rebound. Highsmith, his pass, pinwheeled around, went off the fingertips of Highsmith out of bounds. That's just heads up IQ by Boston's D. Wow, Jrue Holiday impacted the trajectory of that ball as it ricocheted right back off the fingertips of Highsmith and out of bounds. Brown, the crossover. Jaylen Brown on the floor with White, Porzingis, Holiday, and Hauser. Tatum right now is on the bench. Porzingis, free throw circle, off fake, jumper over. Highsmith, no good, missed off the rim. That's perfect defense by Haywood. Highsmith defending 7'3" Kristaps Porzingis out of bio. Over Porzingis, got it to go. Lowering the bruises right there to Porzingis in that tough drive by Bam. We get a 10-point game. 7.5 left to go. Porzingis, top of the key, guarded by Bam. Gets it away off to White. White lobs it off to Brown, and Brown got held up. He got fouled. It's on Highsmith here. The clock will stop. So 7:26 left to go. Haywood Highsmith now will check out towards the bench. Caleb Martin back on the floor. Martin, Daylon right, Tyler Hero, Jaime Hawkins, Bam Adebayo. That's the 5 for Miami. Fall away, low block. Jaylen Brown missed off the rim short. Yeah, a couple times they're going for tough fallaways for the Celtics. Tatum had one to begin the quarter. It was a much deeper two than Brown just missed there at the low block, but Brown took a tough shot as well. Holiday comes up with a steal. No, he reached in according to the officials. So that was a late whistle. He was off to the races there. Let's see. Hero brought along a double team. Ooh, that looked pretty clean from behind by Drew. Pickpocketing it from Hero, but the referee said that Holiday reached in. So Porzingis will take a seat on the bench right now. Horford comes in. Hero turns the corner, drives down low, blocked by White. They get it back, though, with Daylon Wright for Miami. And Martin turns it over, deflected in transition, and this will go to the Celtics right now. So, shot clock violation either way, and we'll have a timeout taken on the floor. 39-29 Boston. 10-point lead under 7 minutes left to go before half. Okay, so 6:49 left to go as we take the timeout here. So we get 6:49 left to go as we'll go on to the timeout. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. It's going to be charged to the Heat for a timeout right there. Yeah, Tatum's only got 5 tonight in this game, really struggling. Celtics are getting saved by Derek White. White's got 16. He's the only double-digit scorer. If you're not getting that production out of White, then they're trailing right now, and we got a low scoring game if it wasn't for Derek White currently. So after that, 7 by Porzingis. He's shooting just 1 for 5 today. Drew's got 6 for Holiday, 5 by Brown. Nobody from the bench has been able to produce yet either for Boston. A 3 made by Highsmith from the bench, and the Heat haven't got anybody to really just get hot in this game currently. Tyler Hero's got 9. Adebayo has 8 right now. Hey, what's good, Brian? Welcome in here, man. It's like in Washington Commanders, his team to win the Super Bowl coming up. Yeah, Celtics have got some poor possessions here in this quarter out of both Tatum and Brown. They're just making it look way too complex out there. It looks like Looks like they're taking shots that look like they're taking shots from like 3 years ago on some of these plays, just trying to hunt down matchups for them. And not good between Tatum and Brown recently. All right, so we're going to head back to action right now. 6:49 left to play before half as White is on the floor alongside Holiday. Celtics on the 3-minute and 45-second scoring droughts. Holiday, White, Brown, Horford, and Pritchard, the 5 in the courts. Going up against Hero, Adebayo, Duncan Robinson's first time on the floor tonight, Delon Wright, and Caleb Martin. And Holiday at the low block catches it in for 2. 12-point Boston lead. Wasn't the prettiest of possessions right there, but able to make it work out somehow, some way. Both of these teams shooting around 40% from the floor at the moment. Hero up fake. Hero to the corner. Takes the 3 off the back rim, no good. Tipped off the mark by Adebayo. The ball got poked loose as Holiday was in that pack right there, poking it loose, and it led to a rebound controlled by Boston. Pritchard outside finds Brown. Brown attacks inside the paint. Missed off the mark, no good. Just a little bit too complex right there for Jalen as he missed long with a right hand from point-blank range of the rim. And there goes Adebayo soaring up to the rim right past Horford for 2. Back to a 10-point game. Celtics with the ball, 5:40 left to play as we have a tie up here. Delon Wright, Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, Holiday in that bucket that he made, he actually lost his foot and kept the dribble alive, though. No, they're actually going to roll it reaching by Delon Wright, so couldn't force the tie up in time. Inbound here. Pritchard, deep range 3, and no good as Adebayo gets it off the box out. Bam, handoff Robinson, almost stumbled off the dribble. Robinson lobs it off to Bam. Bam's guarded by Horford. Bam at the free throw circle. Bam works on Horford. Outside finds Martin. Tough Celtics defense right here. Martin, jumper. That's well off the mark, out of bounds, and air ball. Al Horford with a straight up contest right there to Caleb Martin, and just no lift tonight from Caleb Martin as that was way, way off the mark. Now Tatum will check back into the game, so this is an opportunity here for Tatum to see if he can start to become inspired and see if he can start to get into a rhythm right now offensively. What's good, Herbert in the stream? Quick Cuts, welcome in. Joey, welcome back in, man. This has just been a dogfight of a defensive game right now. Up fake at the top here with White. White brings along a double team at the left wing. Jacks up the 3 over Duncan Robinson, and he splashes it. Oh, they get a hot hand tonight. Derek White with 19 points, the game leader. That's a tough shot, and he buried it over Robinson. Robinson with a contest hand in his face, too. Robinson took the 3 straight away, and it missed off the rim short. Celtics with a rebound. 4.5 left to go. Tatum at the top of the key. Derek White's been a hot hand all night long. Tatum at the right wing, guarded by Hero 101. Tatum 8 in the shot clock. Fires the pass inside the key. Pritchard kicked it, lost it out of bounds. It's a turnover. This is just a grind of an offensive game here. Just no offense whatsoever. 19 by Derek White, the savior of this game for Boston. Heat with possession, 44-31, 4:15 left to go. Hero towards his right, dribbles right baseline, circles around, guarded by Horford, and flung it. Oh, it went off the head of Derek White, doinked him, and the Celtics come up with a basketball here. White at the wing, takes the 3 over Robinson, gets it once again, bang, bang, and a timeout taken on the floor by Miami. 47-31. Derek White on an errant pass by Tyler Hero. Didn't see the ball get doinked off the top of the head. The Celtics came up with a steal, and then Derek White out in transition, able to knock down a three, and his team's up by 16. 47-31. Everything's through White. By the way, the Heat only have 7 total points this entire quarter. 22 points by White. 6 made 3 of the game just a moment ago. Derek White is tripling what the Heat have made as a team in threes in this game. White making 6 threes. The Heat are just 2 for 12 from 3. That is just a wild sequence of a play there. Like Tyler here, I don't know who he was throwing that to, but like what in the world happened there? The ball left his hands, went up in the air, hit White in the top of the head, and then the Celtics were able to come up with a steal, take it in transition, and White knocked down another three. It was contested too over Robinson, so that's now back-to-back threes made by Derek White over Duncan Robinson out there. And it's not like they've been like wide open, uncontested threes. Robinson has been able to contest both of them. The one before that was sweet. Like a really just incredible shot that White made. Things really looking good now for Boston. This defense, man, is just something special. Like this is just lockdown defense all game long. 7 points allowed in the second quarter with 4 minutes and under left to go before half. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell if you'd like to be notified for future live streams here on the channel. And yeah, just got to keep on going with the hot hand right now. He's just dialed up. He is in the zone. He is in the groove for Derek White. Nobody's stopping him tonight. He's just, man, this is his game. They're going to have multiple hot hands on every night. That's what Derek White said at the beginning of this season, all the way back to November. And yeah, he is the hot hand tonight. Showing up big time. Like, these guys are flying all over the place out there contesting shots. Like, man, what a difference five days makes from how they were playing defense in that game 2 to what they've done here in game 4. Game 3 allowed just 12 points in the first quarter. Game 4 allowing just 7 points with 3:45 left to go before half. Jumper out of Bio, open jumper, and that's what he usually makes, and he missed it. That's as good as an opportunity that you're going to get right there for Bam. 15-footer at the free throw circle, had some space and couldn't convert. Tatum, edge of the midcourt logo. Lobs it off to Porzingis. Porzingis at the left wing. He's guarded by Highsmith. Bounce pass to Brown outside to Tatum. Tatum, 5 in the shot clock. Tatum, bounce pass top of the key. Keeps on feeding. Derek White takes another 3. That time missed off the back iron. Rebound secured by Highsmith. Hero brings it up the floor. Hero swings it off to Highsmith. Makes the extra pass right corner. The 3 bricked off the back rim to the top of the shot clock. That's top of the backboard and goes out of bounds off the mark by Hawkes. That's another 3-point look that they could have taken while open for Miami. That ball is just not really moving that much for the Heat in this game. 3 minutes left to go. Caleb Martin picks up a foul away from the basketball. And Al Horford picks up an offensive foul before the ball could even get inbounded. So that's now the Celtics' second this quarter, and this will be Heat ball. Heat with possession. Top of the key here with Martin. Shovels out to the left wing. Catch and fire three. Highsmith bricked off the back rim. Rebound secured by Tatum. The Heat shooting a dreadful 2 for 14 from three. Porzingis. Hand off Brown. Looking to turn the corner. Drives downhill and Hawkes got it blocked. Tip to the corner and out of bounds. It went off of Brown. Wisdom Seeker, welcome in. Porzingis, ooh. Oh boy. Oh no. I don't know what happened here. Porzingis is heading off to the locker room. Oh boy. He's moving fine. Did he take a shot to some place? Ooh. Hammy? Oh boy. Ah, no. Porzingis raising his hand up, needing attention, and Porzingis just had to get substituted out. Oh boy. So Porzingis is heading towards the locker room right now. I think it'll look like a hammy for Porzingis. Missed jumper at the baseline by Miami. Celtics just going to keep their foot on the gas pedal. White at the right wing. Sends it down top over to Holiday. Dribbles towards his left. Hand off Tatum. Tatum, 8 on the shot clock. 2 minutes left to go as we approach the mark. Tatum, top of the key. 4 to shot clock. Tatum backs his way. Swings it outside. Horford, an open three. No good around the rim and out. Tipped out to the corner. Out of bounds. And this last off of Miami here, I believe. This will take the top clock down. No, they're going to call it a loose ball foul, actually, on this. So it was tipped. The camera didn't get the entire court on it. It was Haywood Highsmith who just got called on the loose ball foul on the tip right there as he tapped it out of bounds as there was contact behind the Boston defender charged to Highsmith. So this will send Jaylen Brown to the free throw line to shoot 2. The first one missed off the rim short by Brown. He's had some issues at the free throw line for Jaylen Brown. So just missed the first one. And I'll see if I can get an update here at halftime and check in to see if there's any updates with Porzingis. As he had to go to the locker room underneath the tunnel. Second free throw was good by Brown. Looked like it was like a hammy that he pulled for Porzingis. The Heat are at a 4-minute scoring drought right now. Adebayo at the right elbow, guarded by Brown, dribbles up inside a key. Bam. Thinking about a turnaround, a couple up fakes, sends it on top. Hawkes drives on Brown. Hawkes no good, but able to get the putback as Adebayo. 48-33, so that ends a 4-minute and 15-second scoring drought, and that's only 9 points they've scored in the second quarter for Miami. Brown attacks inside the paint, missed at the rim, no good over Hawkes. Rebound secured here by Bam off to Hawkes. Kick out to the corner. Martin laces up a 3, and he hits it. Caleb Martin, he was big time in game number 2. Major reason why they won that game for the Heat, just buried the 3. 48-36. Edge of the midcourt logo, Derek White. He's the reason why the Celtics are up in this first half. White, guarded by Martin. Sends it off to Tatum. Tatum just got away with a push there. Has it with 6 in the shot clock. Tatum takes the 3. Oh, he hits it. JT, right down the chute. He cans a triple. 51-46. That's a lucky possession there for JT. He got away with 2... He could have been called for an offensive foul there. First of all, clear push to open up space for White. Second of all, he pushed off on Martin before he went into the step back. Martin at the left wing, 35 seconds left. Bounce pass over to Adebayo. Adebayo inside the key. Dish out to the wing, out to the corner. Right baseline dribble. Martin out of control. No good. Bodies collide underneath. And the Celtics with a 5-on-3 up the floor. Pass down low. Horford. Oh, he missed the slam dunk. They're going to give him credit, though, for a goaltend violation charged to Miami. So it went through as poked. It was poked through the net and out. So they give Horford the slam dunk. (53-36) final, 15 and under left to go before half. Hero, a lot of dribbling here at the Heat logo. You gotta go. You got the clock winding down outside. The Adebayo, not a three-point shooter, and he bricks it off the back rim to close out at the end of the second quarter. 53-36. As we go into halftime in this one, Adebayo was stuck to take a three right before the buzzer, and I think he only attempted like 15 threes total this season. He made a three-point shot in the play-in game against Chicago. But, I mean, he's not the guy that at all should be taking a three at the buzzer there. That possession was simply stuck. Man, this is a bloodbath of a defensive game here. This Celtics team is just on fire defensively. 53-36, we go into half, and the Heat had 12 points in the last game in the first quarter. They just scored 12 points in the second quarter in Game 4 tonight. The Celtics outscored the Heat 19-12 in quarter 2. Derek White is a major reason why the Celtics are up right now. The top player by far this game. 22 points in 19 minutes, 8 for 13 shooting, 6 for 9 from 3, and just burying down threes. A couple of them really tough shots contested by Duncan Robinson, hand in the face, and he has doubled what the Heat have made as a team from 3. The Heat are just 3 for 16 as a team in this game at 18% from 3. Siegel with a legend. You the legend, man. Thanks so much for the dono. Really appreciate it, brother. So I got to check to see if there's anything, like any updates about Porzingis or anything. Yeah, it was a non-contact injury by Porzingis. And now we just await. He limped off to the locker room. I mean, these playoffs have just been brutal with the injuries. Yeah, nothing yet. We don't have any word. So it's a leg injury. He seemed really frustrated, put his jersey over his face as he hobbled to the locker room, and he could tell there was something wrong because he called for medical attention immediately. Like, he lifted up his hands so he could get substituted out of the game. But yeah, there's nothing being reported right now about any reporters or anything. So we have to await, because It happened like the late stage of the quarter, so we don't know just yet about Porzingis. It's going to be a while before we hear. Probably sometime like during the late stretch of halftime, we'll get like an indication if he's available or listed out for the second half. But I think you got to sit for the remaining part of this game. Right now, Boston's up by 17. Just keep on doing what you're doing because the Heat have no answers offensively against this lockdown Celtics D that they're going to right now. The Celtics they're just getting up on every single shooter, crowding their space and making it a nightmare to make any sort of shots in that first half. And luckily that right now is, if you're a Miami fan, is that Boston's only shooting 39.5%, but the Heat are only 36% right now from the floor. And the difference has been threes. The Celtics, as a team, 9 made threes, 9 for 19 from 3 at 47%. You can credit Derek White for making 6 of those. And then 19% for the Heat from 3, 3 for 16 from 3. So a big reason why in winning comes down to the 3-point game. And in the NBA playoffs, in the modern day NBA 2024 this year, 80% of the teams that's better from 3-point range in a game have won those games approximately in the playoffs. And that's gone up from like the low 70s the past couple of years. It was around 68% back in 2020 in the bubble that the better team from 3-point range would win those games. Back in the bubble in 2020 at 68%. That number has gone up around 12% to around 80% in these first round playoffs. Just this one game tonight I'll be doing, Jimmy. Yeah, I'll take a look at that to see if there's any punishment. I think he just got ejected for that last game for Bobby Portis, so he should be available for tomorrow's game. There'll probably be some sort of fine or something, but yeah, so it looks like Bobby Portis is available for tomorrow. So it was just a suspension during the game that he got ejected. So Giannis and Dame tomorrow, serious doubt for both of them not being able to play. Both of them coming to the game doubtful tomorrow for the Bucks as they trail down 3-1 against the Pacers in that series. Thunder and Pelicans tipped off. The Thunder lead right now 13-10 against the Pelicans with 8 minutes left to go in the first. Yeah, Minnesota's looking really good right now for them. Hey, what's good? Toughest SOB in the stream. Welcome on board. Yeah, I think that's going to be like one heck of a bloodbath type of Eastern Conference Finals. I got that too as my Eastern Conference Finals. Celtics against Knicks. Going to see a lot of games that are going to finish up in like the 90s. Hey, Gennarde, welcome in. Yeah, Tatum had a really bad first half. forcing up a bunch of stuff for Tatum. Only 2 bench points as well for the Celtics. Horford's got 2 off the bench. I mean, they're much better than that. Pritchard and Hauser yet to score. Yeah, really sad what happened today, Jeffrey. Really sad, man. And definitely going to keep my thoughts and prayers out there. I can see that, though. Boston against Minnesota. I had in my bracket Celtics against Denver. And but there's concern about Jamal Murray tonight going into tonight's game against the Lakers. If he is going to be available. He was coming in questionable with a calf strain tonight for Jamal Murray. Oh, wow. So this is being reported around 20 minutes ago. Jamal Murray still questionable tonight per Nuggets coach Michael Malone. So he is still questionable for Jamal Murray with a calf strain. And a source from Denver told ESPN that Murray would go through warm-ups and would determine if he would be able to play or not tonight for Jamal Murray. Yeah, that really opens up the door for Minnesota. So I'm leaning more towards Minnesota based on how these first-round playoff games are going, because Minnesota's been just such a deep team this season. They also gave Boston a lot of issues, too, in the regular season. Minnesota beat the Celtics in overtime back in November, and then Boston won at home against Minnesota the second time around in January, and Minnesota was coming off a back-to-back. They had played an overtime game the game before, and they had to fly out to Boston, and Minnesota took Boston into overtime back in January. So, yeah, I'm thinking very well it could be the T-Wolves and the Celtics in the NBA Finals, but you gotta get there through Porzingis and how much he changes this team, and it's not good. What happened late stage of the second quarter with Porzingis as he limped off the floor. Non-contact injury, and it's ruled right calf tightness. Doubtful to return tonight for Porzingis. So that is ruled right calf tightness. Doubtful to return. It just has been updated for Porzingis' status. So that's the first indication, is right calf tightness. So doubtful to return. I think what you gotta do here for the Celtics, you gotta see if you can get this done in 5, because that's gonna give your team, and Porzingis rest. And what you gotta hope for too is you gotta hope for Cleveland against Orlando to go into 7, so you can get some more rest for Porzingis. Yeah, I think whoever wins that next round in the West, Minnesota or Denver, I think that's the team that we see in the NBA Finals representing the West. So I think out of that second round matchup, the 3 versus 2, Minnesota against Denver is going to be the one to watch for. Whoever comes out of that will represent the Western Conference. Hey, Devin, welcome back in. Thanks for joining in, man. Will KD retire? No. No, there's a lot of issues with that Phoenix team. It starts off with the front office, starts off with coaching too. Kind of shocked that Frank Vogel hasn't been fired by now. I heard that KD was super uncomfortable in his role, that he was forced in the offense to shoot more corner shots instead of where he likes to be around the elbows for deep twos for KD. So just a lot of issues there in roster construction, how the Frank Vogel, the head coach, wanted a point guard to come in for the team, and the front office under ownership said no about it, that they turned down a point guard to help out Beal and Booker and KD. So a lot of the issues come with just roster construction over there, and in ownership, and how they traded for Bradley Beal. But I mean, he's been an aging star right now. Like, Booker and KD try to give you as much as possible, but Beal, I mean, he's well past his prime right now. It's not looking good. So here's the update on Porzingis. If you're just joining in right now, Porzingis is doubtful to return due to right calf tightness. So he is doubtful to return for Porzingis. I think you got to get past this night. You got to close this one out, pick up a win, I would hope, here if you're Boston. And then, I mean, you go up 3-1. You can rest them some more. There's no need, when you're already up 3-1, to risk anything. Especially when that Cavs Magic series might go to 7. So an ideal situation for the Celtics would be, you get this done by Wednesday, and then that Cavs Magic game series is still going on Saturday. And you got all the way to Monday to rest up if you're Porzingis, so you can have a week of rest for him. And then going into next Monday, which will be the second round, that's the ideal situation right there. But still, we're going to get through these games, and these games are played for a reason. And we're going to have a third quarter coming up right now. And this game is far from over. Yeah, so Jamal Murray coming into tonight, he is questionable too. He's a game-time decision due to a calf strain by Jamal Murray. Yep, young man's league. Anthony Edwards looking like he's the new face of the league right now as we start off the third quarter of action. Hero, bounce pass behind his back, sets up the jumper, missed off the front rim. No good to begin by Adebayo. Celtics have it left to right on the floor. Boston, bounce pass. Baseline dribble, Jaylen Brown moves it out right corner, outside, White, up fake, takes the three, and the open clear, no good off the back rim. Offensive rebound control by Holiday, extra pass being made off the bounce pass. He finds Brown, up and in off the glass, good for 2. Celtics by 19. Hero crosses the midcourt logo. Yeah, Phoenix has never won an NBA championship before. Hero to the corner, turns it over. So a rough start here for Miami. An excellent start for Boston. Celtics looking to continue that excellent start right now. Derek White, the hot hand, he's got 22. Top of the key off to Holiday. Holiday puts the ball into the hands to Tatum. Tatum at the right wing perimeter. Casillas center logo. Swings it out to the wing. Here's a three. Catching fire. That is good. And a 3-ball by Jaylen Brown. 58-36. It's a 22-point lead for Boston. The Celtics are more than tripling the Heat in threes. 10 for 21 from the perimeter by Boston. Just 3 for 16 from 3 by Miami. Jaquez, his jumper at the free throw circle missed short. Looked like a pretty clean contest, but the referees will give Jason Tatum a foul on the loose ball foul. So that was a clean contest by Horford. A foul was committed by Tatum, boxing out Bam. And now the Celtics will challenge this. So Tatum called in a loose ball foul. That will be his second if it stands. Boston will challenge this call on the floor. Not a whole lot of contact right there, as Tatum had to clear a box out to secure the defensive rebound in front of Bam. And we'll have the first challenge in the night here. 10:31 and 10:36 left to go in the third as we take the first time out. Yeah, so Porzingis is doubtful to return. So that was announced on the Celtics Twitter. Right calf tightness. Kind of shocked that other reporters for the NBA haven't released it too, because I'm going through the top of Twitter. There's nothing out there. It's just through the Celtics Twitter. Yup, Uncle Pizzle looking for me to bang on my keyboard. Haven't said the big U yet so far. And haven't said the Afuka Choka too. Haven't brought up that term in a while. If I actually was not streaming that night, I had something else during the night that they were playing the Hawks, that they were up by 30 and blew that lead. But yeah, that would have been a Fuka Choka right there, but I haven't got to that just yet. And hopefully not during this playoffs. Yes, I'm hoping to cover the next game on Wednesday as well. I'll be off tomorrow night. I got a lacrosse game tomorrow night. I'm covering for a conference tournament game, so I'll be off, so no stream tomorrow night. Got a lot of really good games coming up this week. I'm in my final week of the regular season or conference tournaments, depending on the sports that they do. It's conference tournaments for lacrosse. It's regular season still for baseball and softball. So I'm hoping to be back on a Wednesday. All depends on like how much I can get done or so, because I got a really busy week. I got everything done for tomorrow for prep for lacrosse. Gonna have to get a lot of stuff done tomorrow and Wednesday for prep for baseball. Yeah, it's been long nights for me because I work 8 to 4. I wake up usually around like 6 or so every day, and I go to bed around 1. So it's been a lot of long nights every single night. It's based on like the time that I put in my hours in my timesheet. It's 40 hours for my full-time job plus like probably 20, an additional 20 doing the announcing work, plus when I have off nights or so with the channel too. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to action right here. This will be the Heat with the inbound. So yeah, that challenge did not stand as the Celtics lost the challenge. Missed 3 by Hero at the right wing, and Horford came up with a defensive rebound. Brown looks to attack outside, finds Tatum, takes the 3, catching fire. Off the rim, no good. Tipped up, and the rebound secured by Jovic here for Miami. Jovic finds Hawkes, lobs it off the Bam. That's too tall, though, as the pass sails out of bounds. And that's a turnover. That's a poor entry pass there by Hawkes. Just flung it way over the head of Bam as it went out. 58-36. The Heat have turned it over 9 times. The Celtics with just 5 total turnovers. Tatum outside off the Holiday. Back over to Tatum. Tatum yet to find any sort of groove tonight offensively. Once again, will hunt down a matchup. Step back 3 in the air. Missed another one. Jason Tatum going to his 2021 self, where he's just hunting down matchups right now. Jovic with a 3 over Brown. No good. They cannot find any sort of rhythm from 3. They are stone cold. Horford came up with a rebound. Brown, spin cycle. Lost control of the basketball. Turns it over. Hawkes came up with a steal. Hawkes guarded by White. Hawkes takes on White inside the key. Hawkes turnaround over White, connects on it. And that ends a lengthy scoring drought right there. So it's a 20-point game. 9:15 left to go in the third, but both of these offenses have just not even bothered showing up today. It's also been a really sound defensively game, but yeah, not that time offensively right there. Poor possession as Derek White coughed it up inside the key, and a Heat collected the steal. Hero over to Martin, pushes it out left corner. Hawkes guarded by Brown. Hawkes under 9 minutes left to go in the third. Hawkes lobs it over to Adebayo, snags it, and it'll be an offensive foul. So Bam Adebayo pushes off, trying to get position on a post-up as he pushes Tatum. And this will be an offensive foul on Adebayo. What's good, Timothy in the stream? Welcome in, brother. If you guys are new, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. And Celtics here, a force defensively. This has not been an offensive game tonight. Horford at the left wing, hand off to Brown. Brown double teamed outside, finds Horford at the top. Horford's working. That's going to be White outside off to Tatum. Tatum passes off to the cutter. Holiday just flug one up, not even close. It's a skidded off the left side of the rim, and the Heat have it back here. Adebayo backs his way, mismatch on the White. Now switch guarded by Horford inside the paint. Got it out to Hero at the top. Hero off the screen set by Adebayo. Handoff. Hero will jack up the three, and he got it. 58-41. There are signs of life here for Miami. 8 minutes left to go in the third. If you're the Celtics right now, if you can't score and the Heat get a bucket back on the opposite side, I think you're looking at a timeout here because the Celtics are now starting to get on the scoring drought. Brown outside finds White at the left wing, and Brown commits to travel. Turnover violation by Jaylen Brown, and this is starting to get into a little bit of momentum here for Miami at the moment. 7:49 left to go. This game is far from being over. 17-point game. Heat with possession. Adebayo at the right elbow. Bam drives into Horford. Brings along a double team. Bam inside the key. Bam, and Horford reaches in. Game clock will stop with 7:38. That's the Celtics' second personal foul as a team picked up this quarter. Heat get the inbound. Jovic. Handoff Hero. Hero's defended by Holiday around the perimeter. Switch now guarded by Horford. Hero drives on the Horford. A right baseline dribble underneath. Swings it outside. Martin with a three, and it couldn't come off in time. That's going to be shot clock violation charged to Miami. So Tyler Hero unaware of the shot clock as he made the pass over to Caleb Martin, and the clock expired. That's good defense right there. Started off with Drew. So Drew Holiday was the one who was able to force Hero back out to the perimeter and finally was able to get inside, but too little too late on that possession. Derek White, the player of the game, he slows it down on top, sends it off to Holiday. Holiday's defended by Bam, moves it out right corner. Horford bounce pass into the hands to Tatum, having a real rough game offensively tonight. Tatum hunts down another matchup. He gets it that time as he sticks down the deep two. 60-41, so much ISO ball for Jason Tatum, but he finally drills one. Jumper, straightaway, three, off the mark, no good by Hero. Rebound secured by Tatum. Tatum now with 10 points and 9 rebounds. Tatum at the left wing, lobs it off to Holiday. Holiday, left baseline. Holiday, skip pass, downhill to the trailer, throws it down with a two-handed flush by Derek White. Huge dunk right there by White, the player of the game tonight. That was a great trail. 24 by Derek White. At the moment, the top scorer of the game. We take a look at this replay. Holiday fired at the fastball off to the trailer, straight line to the hoop. White was able to beat two players, slipped right behind Jovic, right behind Martin, dunked it through. Major tonight by Derek White. Inbound for Miami, 6:25 left to go in the third. 21-point lead for Boston. Hero, top of the key. This score looks like a college score right now. Skip pass, right wing. Highsmith, his three comes off the mark. And Horford with a rebound gets called in the Foul though on the board. And Horford cannot believe the call right there, as there was minimal contact. Let's take a look at this replay. The 3 was bricked by Highsmith. Yeah, where is the foul call there? Adebayo is boxing out Horford. And where is that foul call? Picked up charge to Horford there. Horford can't believe it. The Heat next time will be in a bonus. Just above 6 minutes left to go in the third. Adebayo spin move over Horford. Gutted the drop for 2. 19-point game. Just 7 points scored. Midway through the third for Miami. Adebayo's got 14. Derek White, holy smokes. He takes it to the rim and posterizes Adebayo. Two-handed dunk by Derek White. It's his game tonight here, folks. 26 by White on 10 for 16 shooting. Adebayo finds Martin. Martin dribbles, drives to the rim. Got rejected by the bottom part of the backboard. Offensive rebound controlled by Miami. Corner 3, Martin. Well off the mark, no good. Tipped up to Brown for the defensive rebound. Here goes White. Sends it off to the trailer. Watch out. Throwing it down with a right-handed slam. Jaylen Brown. And a timeout taken on the floor by Miami. 66-43. Derek White with an assist. Up the floor in a fast break, Jaylen Brown with a hammer down. Derek White, 26 points in 26 minutes tonight. On 10 for 16 shooting, 6 for 10 from three-point range. This defense is out of this world. The Heat have only made 19 field goals in this entire game. Derek White has made 10 field goals. Plus, he just recorded that last assist. Major for Derek White. Rod, what's good? Welcome back in. We got JDC in the stream. Glad to have you guys join in here, be a part of the channel. If you enjoy the content on the stream, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit that like, helps out a ton with this video being found on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe over if you're watching for the first time here and really dig the content. And feel free to keep on coming back for future live streams. I'll be off tomorrow night, got a playoff game. I'm covering for a conference tournament game for men's lacrosse tomorrow night. But if you'd like to come on back for Wednesday night, I'll be back for game number 5, Celtics versus Heat on Wednesday, same time at 7:30. Hey, Mandel, appreciate it, brother. Four for 22 from 3 is what the Heat are shooting today in this game. They've only attempted 1 free throw this entire game. Boston is 10 for 23 from 3 at 43.5%. But Derek White, just massive. He is, right now, he's made 6 threes himself, and the Heat have only made 4 total as a team. Crashing down to earth with Caleb Martin, just 5 points on 2 for 8 shooting, 1 for 4 from 3. Jovic crashed back down to earth with 3 points tonight. Hawkes at 6 on 3 for 9 shooting. Hero's got 12 on 5 for 12. Adebayo with 14 and 10. It's basically been Bam Adebayo in this game, but I mean, the firepower from the perimeter by Derek White, and he's just been on full attack mode all this game. He had a massive poster with a two-hand jam over Bam. Couple massive slam dunks here this quarter. Yeah, thanks so much, Charlisa. Appreciate it. Jason, welcome in. Glad to have you in the stream here, man. Yeah, this has just been a gritty, physical, defensive game. Like, both of these teams are coming out contesting shots all over the place. It's just the Heat cannot make anything. I mean, these scoring droughts have been ongoing for 4 or 5 minutes. This is what the Heat have scored tonight. Or I'll go to the box scores. The Celtics at the end of the first led 34-24. Second quarter, 19-12. in favor of Boston. And here we are in the third. 13-9 is the Celtics outscoring Miami in the third. Backdoor layup is good off the offensive rebound by Patty Mills. So that is able to finally take away another lengthy 3+ minute scoring drought for Miami. Tatum is on the floor with White, who takes the three off the catch. No good. Offensive rebound. Horford puts it back up and in. Horford, and they will not count the buckets. So no and one by Horford, but that gets the race there. Celtics will get the inbound. 4:53 left to go. White receives it from Tatum. White's been a hot hand tonight, and he drills it. Derek White, bang, bang, bang. Another laser straight down the middle of the netting. He's got 29 in the 7th made three tonight. Missed jumper inside the key for Miami. Celtics looking to push it. Brown up the floor. Brown backs his way. Brown dish out to Tatum. Tatum dribbles out to the top of the key. Tatum will slow it down as we're down to 4:25 left to go in the third. Tatum guarded by Hero. Crossover. Step back three in the air. Tatum misses poorly. Off the bottom right part of the glass. He's doing too much hunting for his matchups on one-on-one iso ball today. Hero kick out to the corner. Haywood Highsmith dribbling all over. Highsmith working on the White. Floats up a well-missed shot right there. Off balance and everything. Out of control by Highsmith. As here goes Boston with it. White head full of steam. Down the lane. He scores for the layup by White with 31. 71-45. This has started to be a big-time blowout. Patty Mills open jumper. Connects on it. This is the Derek White game. The Derek White game here tonight, folks. 31 by White in 28 minutes. White gonna keep on doing it tonight. 12 for 18, top of the key. Lobs it off to Tatum. Tatum guarded at the free throw circle. Tatum drives on Highsmith. Tatum drives the rim. Tatum gets fouled. The clock will stop with 3:16 left to go in the third. Oh boy. Oh, did I read that wrong? Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Free to number 1 is good. Did I just see the word Achilles? $11, 10, and 5 tonight by Tatum as he makes the first free throw. I could read this word to word once we get to the timeout. Free throw number 2 is good. 73-47. We just got a new injury report that just came in on Porzingis as Luke Cornett checks on the floor. Luna Jameson, welcome in. White attacks, downhill runner, White, and he drills it for 2 more. Derek White, oh baby, what a game tonight. Under 3 minutes left to go. 33 points, 11 in this quarter by White. Hawkes at the low block. Hawkes backs his way in Hauser. Hawkes jumper, and he got it. Rolled around the rim and in +1. We get a new Porzingis injury update once we get to the next timeout here. Just going to make sure I get it correctly, word for word, according to Woj off Twitter. The free throw is good by Hawkes and the and one. 75-50, 25-point Celtics lead with 2:40 left to play. Derek White off the Tatum. Tatum drives downhill to the rim, slicing defenders, no good. Cleaned up, though, for the flush. They will not count. The putback jam by Luke Cornett as Tatum got fouled on the layup attempt. So this will be free throws coming up here at the line for Tatum. So Tatum got fouled, clipped at the back end by Adebayo. So Tatum here will shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one's up, first one's good. Celtics by 26. Tatum's got himself a double-double, 14 points and 10 rebounds, alongside 5 assists. Derek White's been massive tonight in this game, going off for 33. Big reason why the Celtics are up right now by 27 because of Derek White. 33 points on 13 for 20 shooting, 7 for 12 from three-point range. Adebayo, handoff, jumper, Mills, swishes it. 25-point game once again. Celtics will slow it down. 2:15 left to go in the third. Tatum lobs it off to Luke Cornett. Here's the 5 of the floor. Jason Tatum, Luke Cornett, Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard. Tatum has it at the Casillas Center logo. He's guarded by Hawkes. Tatum shaking, big drives, crossover, jumper, deep two. Tatum, no good. Around the rim and out. Rebound secure by Hero. Adebayo got it stripped, lost the handle, turns it over. Goes back to Pritchard, shovels off to Tatum. Tatum attacks downhill. Tatum to the rim, scores the buckets. This game is all Boston here, folks. Ren Jeff, welcome in. Thanks for joining in, man. 16, 10, and 5 by Tatum now. Points, rebounds, and assists. Hawkes at the left baseline, spin move. Bounce pass Adebayo. Kick out to the corner. Bobbled by Daylon Wright. Dribbles right baseline. Daylon Wright shovels underneath. Contested by Cornett again. Adebayo underneath. Scores and one. Minute 19 left to go. Daylon Wright should have just taken that one in. He had a straight dribble drive from the baseline. I don't know why he was waiting. Just been a mess offensively for the Heat. Like, they've given up open opportunities to make an extra pass to a covered shooter in this game. It's happened a couple times today. So we're down to a minute 19 left to go in the third. We get a new update by Woj. Porzingis is doubtful for the remainder of tonight for Porzingis, but there's a new update according to Woj that's just been gone out. I'm going to see if I can get that at the end of this quarter. 17 points now by Adebayo. Final minute and 10 left to go in the third. Tatum has it at the midcourt logo. Tatum, top of the key, guarded by Hero 101. Tatum, one-on-one crossover, hunting down an iso ball matchup. Tatum drives to the rim, no good off the mark. Tipped off the rim, tap in for the second time. It is scored for 2 by Luke Cornett. 81-56. Everybody chipping in their weight right now for Boston. Gotta love it to see Luke Cornett back in the lineup. So Luke Cornett had missed out on the first 2 games of the playoffs due to injury. Came back and played a couple minutes on Saturday. Patty Mills, top of the key towards his left. Hand off to Hero. Hero dribbles up, drives inside, and no good. Missed off the glass. Rebound control by White. This score right now looks like a college basketball score. If you're just joining in, White. His 3 come up short. Back to Cornett outside. Hauser with a 3. No good. Around the rim and out. Rebound control by Hero. Hero with under 20 left to go in the third. Bounce pass Adebayo, open 3, and he hits it for bam. 81-59 as Adebayo drills a 3. You don't see that too often. "18 seconds remaining. Celtics get the inbound here for the final possession to close out the third and the dominant Celtics first 3 quarters of this game. Tatum at the midcourt logo. 7 seconds left to go as we approach it. Tatum, crossover. Tatum at the top of the key. Tatum leans in. Tatum takes the 3, and he airballs it. And we close out at the end of the third. Too much there for Tatum. 81-59, a good opportunity to get yourself situated with a crunch time scenario play there and realize and put in your head, instead of 81-59, put in your head a tie game with 18 seconds left to go remaining. What's the best shot you can get? That was not it for Tatum. Jason Tatum, looking like he's playing this game 3 years ago right now. Still hasn't learned from taking ISO ball shot attempt to ISO ball shot attempt. Luckily for him, the defense has just been doing a number on the Heat tonight in this game. The Heat are just simply worn down. And Boston has crowded the shooters all night long from the floor and making things really difficult for the Heat to get off any good looks. This might go down as one of the lowest playoff scores for a final score we'll have in a while. 81-59. Hopefully he took the under for this game. The over-under was around 205 for this one here. But holy smokes. 81-59 as we close out at the end of 3. All right, got a lot to digest here right now. Porzingis. Porzingis went down in the second quarter due to a non-contact injury. Doesn't look good. This is what we got. So according to Woj via Twitter, quote, Boston Celtics center Kristaps Porzingis, right calf, will undergo imaging on Tuesday, but early indications are that he hasn't sustained an Achilles injury, sources tell ESPN. So early indications are that he hasn't sustained an Achilles injury. So that's good news right there. And hopefully they'll stay to be good news. Prayers up to Porzingis, because Boston will need him back if they want to win the chip this season. Celtics definitely need a healthy Porzingis. Okay. According to a doctor on Twitter, this is at Game Injury Doc, Dr. Evan Jeffries, DPT. He puts out on Twitter, this looks like a right calf strain for Porzingis. And there was tape on his calf as well, so he was dealing with some sort of tightness prior to exiting the game, and he'll have to undergo an MRI. And this is what the doctor puts out. So grade 1, 1 to 2 weeks for a calf strain. Grade 2, 3 to 6 weeks for a grade 2 injury. So now it's only time will tell, as he is undergoing imaging tomorrow for Porzingis to determine if that's a grade 1 or if that is a grade 2 for Porzingis. We are right now at April 29th. So we start off the fourth quarter. Heat with possession. Straightaway 3, missed off the rim, no good. And it'll be a loose ball foul charge to Boston here. So this will be the Heat coming up with an inbound in just a moment. 11:39 left to go. 1 week from now will be May 6th. So that's 1 week. 2 weeks from now is May 13th. 3 weeks, May 20th. 4 weeks would put them at Memorial Day. So 3 to 6 weeks. If it's a grade 2, it would be 3 to 6 weeks. The earliest, if it's grade 2, will be May 20th, which will put you at the start of the conference finals. That's at the earliest. Week 4, Memorial Day. Week 5 is June 3. Week 6. The latest he'd come back would be June 10th in the finals. That's early on in the finals. He would be back. So we'll learn a lot more tomorrow. Hopefully, prayers that it's just a grade 1, because that's only 1 to 2 weeks there for the next series. And for the Celtics, they're looking to see if they can do this in 5. And hopefully for them, they're hoping to see if The Cavs and the Magic can go the full distance for 7, so it can give the Celtics more opportunities to get some rest before their next matchup. 81-61 now is the score. The 3 bricked off the back rim, no good. Huge rebound ripped away by Big Al Horford. Yeah, good question. I probably have rest time between rounds. Jaylen Brown just attacked to the rim. He's got the bucket, so he's worked his way up to 15 currently. 10:45 left to go. Hero lobs off to Love outside of Martin. Pushes up for a 3, and Martin's 3 goes down. A ring around a Rosie around the rim and in. Celtics slow it down. 10.5 left to play in the fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown at the left wing, guarded by Martin. Towards his right, dribbles up, free throw circle. We get a whistle, we get a foul. Reach and foul charge to Martin. We got 200 plus watching. If you're new on the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell to be notified here for future live streams in the channel. Derek White, the player of the game tonight, 33 points in 33 minutes on 13 for 21 shooting. 7 made threes by White. Pritchard sends it on top off to Horford. Back into the hands to Pritchard. Pritchard flings it out to the top of the key. Here's Horford with a 3. He buries it. Big Al Horford coming down clutch right there. Trifecta. Horford's dad in the crowd as well. Made a trip to the Casillas Center tonight for this game. Love at the wing, spots up for an open 3, bricked off the back rim, no good. A rebound secured by Hauser. Pritchard will slow it down. Pritchard is on the floor with Holiday, Horford, Hauser, and Brown. Pritchard, bounce pass, finds Holiday. Holiday, right corner, backs his way, low right block, guarded by Patty Mills. Holiday, 1-on-1, takes the jumper, fall away, no good. Missed over the cylinder. Love collected the defensive rebounds. Love attacks, and that's over to number 4, who scores it with Daylon Wright. Yeah, so they're going to determine tomorrow. He hasn't suffered a sustained Achilles, is the early indications, but Porzingis is undergoing imaging tomorrow. It's either a grade 1 or a grade 2, which will determine the severity tomorrow with the MRI. Grade number 1 is 1 to 2 weeks, according to Dr. Evan Jeffries on Twitter at Game Injury Doc. Game 2 for a right calf strain is 3 to 6 weeks. So 1 to 2 weeks will put him at the next series. 3 to 6 weeks will put him at, well, if it's 3 weeks, it will put him at the start of the Eastern Conference Finals. If it's 6 weeks, it will put him at, I believe it's around Game 2 or Game 3 to NBA Finals. Pritchard turned the corner, missed the layup, no good. 9 minutes left to go as we get a 20-point game, and the Heat collected the defensive rebound. Hero drives on the White, up to the free throw circle. Hero up fake, takes the jumper, splashes it for 2. 18-point game. Celtics with the ball. I'll get back to the update there during the timeout. I want to see specifically, because there is the NBA schedule that's already been posted there. I want to see specifically when that would be. Missed shot inside the key there by Horford as Love collected the defensive rebounds. Love had a poke loose and intercepted off the steal by Jaylen Brown. Here goes Jaylen weaving his way around. Love couldn't finish, and Horford commits the over-the-back foul. This has been a rough offensive game tonight. Both of these teams struggling to buy buckets. Jaylen, that's one you usually finish. A steal, a 2-on-1, one that you usually cash in, but Miami, they've been way worse offensively today. Their 3 is just not even close, putting up boulders. This looks reminiscent from 2 years ago when Boston eliminated Miami in the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2022. And went on to take on Golden State in the NBA Finals. That looks like from one of those games where the Heat were tossing up boulders left and right and couldn't find any three-point shot. White commits the foul, bumping into a Heat ball handler. Miami tonight just 7 for 28 from 3. Celtics 12 for 31 from 3-point range. Inbound to Miami. Hero. Just above 8 minutes left to go. Elevates for the deep 2 jumper. Drills it. And 1. 86-70, making things interesting. Yeah, I think it's a pretty big loss for Boston. Because he changes everything defensively. Tonight, though, this team's just ramped up their effort a ton, defensive-wise. I still think they could make their way to the finals, though, without Porzingis. 10-3 run by the Heat. Free throw is good. 15-point game. Can't get comfortable right now. Tatum lobs it off to Horford. Kick out quarter. 3 on its way. Holiday. Swoosh. That's a clutch 3 right there by Drew. 89-71. Into out. Works out in the favor for the Celtics. Al Horford records the assist. Hero using a lot of clock. Shot clock's already down to 12. Hero drives in Horford inside the paint with a left hand and lost it out of bounds. Tyler Hero got stripped. Went right into the cameraman for TNT. Celtics with possession. White outside finds Tatum. Tatum dribble drive right down the lane inside. And he punches it down with authority with a right-handed jam. Raising up the hammer right there, JT. You the man, brother. Throwing it down with authority. 91-71. And the timeout taken to the floor by the Heat. Watch out. Tatum flying up high over Caleb Martin. Dunking it through. Big time JT. 7:19 left to go as we take a timeout on the floor. And that should be the exclamation point tonight in this one. So if you're just joining in, Porzingis, late stretch of the second quarter, Porzingis went down due to a non-contact injury and does not look good. He's going to miss some time for Porzingis. So the Celtics put out on their Twitter page initially, Kristaps Porzingis, right calf tightness, doubtful to return. So that's what was first put out. So doubtful to return, which he hasn't returned, which he won't. Right calf tightness. Woj, a little while ago, tweeted out, around a half an hour ago, tweeted out, Boston Celtics center Kristaps Porzingis' right calf will undergo imaging tomorrow, but early indications are that he hasn't sustained an Achilles injury. That's a good sign right there. Early indications is that he hasn't sustained an Achilles injury. So positive sign there by Woj. Digging deeper, Dr. Evan Jeffries on Twitter at the Game Injury Doc puts out that according to him, it looks like a right calf strain for Porzingis, and an MRI tomorrow will determine severity and healing time. So he goes through the process timetable for the MRI. Grade 1 of a right calf strain injury is 1 to 2 weeks for a game, for a grade 1. So 1 to 2 weeks will put him at the next series. If it's a grade 2, then we're looking at 3 to 6 weeks. So if it's 3 weeks for a grade 2, that will put us at the Eastern Conference Finals at the start of that. And if it's 6 weeks, that would put us, so right now we are at April 29th. Okay, May 6th, 13, 20, 27. That's 4 weeks. 4 weeks would put us at Memorial Day. Late stretch of the Eastern Conference Finals. June 3, June 10. June 10. So if it's 6 weeks, grade 2, it would take us to June 10. Now, I was going to go through the NBA Finals schedule. That was the next thing I was going to look at to see when those games are, because they are around that time, but it all depends whether that's like a game 2 or a game 3 or so. It's something around that. So I'm going to see if I can bring that up for you guys. June 10 would be around probably the latest. if it's a grade 2 right calf strain. Sprain, that is. Let's see. Okay, they got the NBA Finals schedule right now. So, yeah, conference finals schedule. That would put them at 3 weeks. May 21 will be 3 weeks from now as Derek White comes up with a block back from the timeout. Derek White's a big reason why the Celtics are up by 20 right now. Here's the NBA Finals schedule. So I said, I think it was June 10 at 3 weeks. That would put them at game 3, most likely, in between game 2 and game 3. NBA Finals schedule looks like this. Thursday, June 6th is game 1. Sunday, June 9th is game 2. Wednesday, June 12th is game 3. Friday, June 14th is game 4. So that's as late as it can go if it's a grade 2 sprain there for a right calf injury for Porzingis. 7 minutes left to go. Brown dribbles up, drives downhill, watched out, was trying to throw it down, but lost it out of bounds. So he was going to dunk it over Dale on the right, but lost it as he was out of control with it, and it went out. Just this one game I'll have tonight here. 3-point shot by Martin. He swishes it. Yeah, appreciate Gennardi. Thanks for joining in, man. 17-point game with around 6.5 left to go. I'll be off tomorrow, by the way. No stream tomorrow night. Got a lacrosse playoff game I'm doing tomorrow. White. Couldn't finish at the rim. Next stream will probably be on Wednesday. Celtics Heat, if I'm able to get a lot of my prep work done. I got a baseball game I'm covering on Tuesday in person. So I got a busy week this week in the final week of the season. Hero, open jumper, and Hero drills the 2. 91-76. So we're down to 6 minutes left to play. Drew Holiday crosses the midcourt logo. He gives it off to White. Derek White, the player of the game. 33 points in 35 minutes tonight. 7 made threes. Derek White is 1 shy on 3 points made. Then the Heat as a team, the Heat are just 8 for 30 tonight from the perimeter. White rises for the jumper, skipped around the rim and out. An offensive rebound by Holiday with a new 14. Brown with a 3 straight away. Missed off the rim, no good. Bad display for offenses here for both of these teams today. Adebayo to the cup, scores the layup. 91-78. Ain't done just yet here, folks. And that's a little bit of momentum swing right now. Joe Mazzulla has to burn a timeout. 5:21 left to go. All right. So you would think, I would have thought, I called it an early exclamation point when Tatum went in for the dunk. And they were up by 20, and now we get a 13-point game. This is getting really interesting. If you're new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well here. And this is one for the Celtics just right now. It's you've been up this entire game. You got to take it right here if you're Boston. You got 4 timeouts still remaining. The Heat down to 1 timeout currently. And it's not over. This game is not over with 5:21 left. The Heat have started to battle back after trailing as many by 28 at one point. They trail by 13. This is looking kind of reminiscent to Game 1 of the series, where the Heat, they were down by over 30, and they started to battle their way back to 10. I'm going to see if there's anything else about Porzingis that's on there. So I gave updates about Woj and one of the doctor reports. Yeah, we'll just have to wait to see the reports tomorrow and the MRI. So Porzingis undergoing an MRI tomorrow. 5:21 left to go. Celtics looking to close this thing out here. 14-5 run by the Heat the last 4+ minutes. Celtics with the basketball up by 13. Tatum is on the floor with Derek White, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, and Al Horford. Tatum at the edge of the midcourt logo. Sends it off to Holiday here at the left wing. Holiday hand off to Brown outside to Tatum. 5 minutes remaining, and Tatum got knocked down after the shot was over by Adebayo, and oh no. Tatum is injured right now on the floor, holding down to his lower left ankle. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. Let's see. Brown sent it off to Tatum. Edge of the midcourt logo. Tatum. White got tripped up. He got followed around the screen. Tatum jacked up a 3. And then at the backside of the play, Tatum stumbled into Bam at the end of it, and Tatum went down. He shouldn't even have attempted that shot anyway. I'm pretty sure the foul is called on the screen that he set to White. Yeah, the whistle had already been blown. He jacks up a 3, and he rolled his ankle. He rolled his left ankle. And Tatum rolled his left ankle on the jumper. He didn't even need to attempt that. The whistle was blown before he went up for the jump shot. And he decided to jack up a 3 over Bam after the whistle got blown by the officials, as White came around the screen set by Bam, got tripped up, and there was a foul called by Bam, and then like a split second later, Tatum decides to jack it up, and he rolled his left ankle. Tatum is back on the floor right now. I mean, right there, the play stops time. Patty Mills is looking towards his left at the scoreboard, and then Tatum comes flying down 3 seconds later. I mean, you're 5 minutes away from winning this game, but at what cost? As it's come down to right now. Already lost Porzingis, and they're going to have to await the results in the MRI tomorrow to see what those results are, whether that's an Achilles or not. According to Woj, it's not, but still, we have to await results. So they're sorting this out right now. The foul is actually called on Patty Mills. So Adebayo was in the area. So White was getting around Adebayo, and Mills was the one who picked up the foul. So Mills picked up the foul, and then Tatum, after the foul was called, like a split second later, he attempted a three over Adebayo. Rolled his left ankle, but he's up and walking around fine in the court currently. They're still trying to sort this out right now. The refs are trying to still sort this out. Okay, so at the end of that play, Bam Adebayo has been called on a flagrant one, according to the officials. I think Al Horford as well, as he was trying to protect Tatum out. Yeah, Al Horford got called in the technical. So Al Horford got called on the technical as he pushed aside Bam with his shoulder to protect Tatum and rush in to help Tatum up. And Hero misses the technical free throw. So this all had to be sorted out. And Bam Adebayo got called in the flagrant one. So this will send Tatum now to the free throw line. And he makes the free throw. So Tatum is good at the free throw line. 92-78. He'll have a second one here off the flagrant one foul committed by Bam. And the free throw is good. 15-point lead for Boston. And the basketball. And the Celtics get the inbound. Inbound goes to Tatum. Outside to White. White sends it on top off to Holiday. Outside off the screen. Brown jacks up the three. Came off the rim short. And the rebound gets controlled by Daylon Wright. 4:50 left to play. A defensive, gritty grind of a game. Not much offense to it. Hero at the elbow. Back out finds Martin. Martin drives downhill on Tatum. Martin over Tatum. No good. Horford. As it went off of Horford on a bounce off of Brown. And this is going to... Wow, is this going to be out of bounds by the... Wow, it is out of bounds by the Heat. Holy smokes. The referees rolled out of bounds off of Miami as they said that Bam was next to Horford and Brown at the baseline who had touched that last, and the Celtics inbounded it quickly. And Bam was pleading his case to challenge it, but couldn't get the challenge off in time. And Derek White, the story of tonight, taking it to the rim for two more by White. 95-78. Derek White, the player of the game by far tonight. 35 points in 37 minutes on 14 for 24 shooting. After that, Tatum has 20. Jaylen Brown's got 15 in this game. Hero at the left wing. Hero drives on Holiday, baseline jumper, contested by Holiday, no good, around the rim and out, rebound secured by Horford. And the Celtics will slow it down. Crossing midcourt with White. Derek White has made 7 threes tonight. He has it at the top. White draws a double team, finds Tatum. Tatum dribbles up to the elbow, up fake Tatum, back outside of White. White for the shot clock. White with some space, takes the three. Came off the rim short, the rebound secured by Hero. Heat with possession, Tyler Hero. Looking to send it someplace, he does to Patty Mills. Mills lost it, turned it over. Here goes the Celtics. They'll slow it down with possession, and they will talk things over as well. So Boston did have 4 timeouts remaining. They'll burn one here. 3:12 left to play. All right, we take the timeout here currently. And, man, this has just been a really strange game today. I'm just hoping that we get some really good news from Porzingis tomorrow. And hopefully it comes back as like a grade 1. Hopefully with just a minor injury. It's what I hope that could happen. So Woj had tweeted out during the last hour that Porzingis with a right calf injury will undergo imaging tomorrow. Early indications are that he hasn't sustained an Achilles injury. So hopefully that will stay this. Hopefully that stays the same. And then there was a doctor on Twitter, Dr. Evan Jeffries, the game injury doc, that broke it down even further and said that according to the doctor, this looks like a right calf strain for Porzingis, and an MRI, which he'll have his MRI tomorrow, will determine severity and healing time, which he broke down the timetable for the injury. Grade 1 is 1 to 2 weeks. Grade 2 is 3 to 6 weeks for Porzingis. 3:10 left to play. Boston by 17 with a possession. Brown rises for the jumper. Connects on it. 17 points tonight for JB. Boston about to go up 3-1 in the series, and for the Celtics, just hoping they could close it out on Wednesday. And best case scenario for Boston, close it out on Wednesday, and then you hope that the Cavs and the Magic can go to full 7 and play their game on Saturday. So at best, the Celtics aren't going to be starting off against their next opponent, Cavs or Magic, until a week from today, next Monday. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Cheetos. I do like nachos, though. I had, on the border tortilla chips today. Those are good. Adebayo's free throw missed the first one. It came off the rim short. Second free throw is good. Celtics just got to keep on sustaining this defensive pressure and defensive intensity that they brought to the last game and to this game as well. Brown drives on Hero, thought about a step back at the elbow. Brown lobs it off to Holiday. Holiday 6 in the shot clock. Drew drives, floats up the runner off the back rim, no good. Adebayo collects the defensive rebounds. 2:20 left to play. Not a whole lot of urgency here offensively for Miami, as Bam was down to 15 on the shot clock, and Martin on the back end gets fouled. So this will be free throws coming up here in a bonus. I go with Jokic there. Much like a different type of center compared to like old school centers. Caleb Martin at the free throw line shooting 2. First one is good. Yep. Hopefully they'll be able to provide a much better result from this coming Wednesday to last Wednesday. Hopefully it's not a case of the Wednesdays this playoff, because that was a rough Wednesday for that game too. Second free throw is good by Martin. Inbound for Boston, Derek White. He had the chance there on a 2-on-1 to just score it, but he'll circle around with a basketball, chunk off some more time in this game, and Boston's about to go up 3-1 in the series as the seats have started to be empty here at the Casilla Center. There's Al Horford shutting down the door with a baseline right hand dribble with a flush. 99-81 Celtics. Al Horford up to now 7 tonight in this game. Lackluster bench. They only combined for 9 total bench points as Adebayo goes in. Soars out for a layup. The Heat tonight had 15 bench points. 9 by Mills, 3 by Highsmith, 2 by Delon Wright. The story of this game is Tatum. Ooh, boy. That was not a good look either. Got tripped up from behind by Delon Wright, and Tatum, one step he took right next to the scorer's table, but great to see he's back up on his feet there. Yep, gonna close it out. It's gonna be Game 5, actually, so Celtics gonna close it out in Game 5 on Wednesday. Derek White been the player of the game tonight for Boston. 35 points, 7 made threes, 14 for 25 from the floor. Horford looking for some bench points, missed the corner 3. Adebayo controlled the defensive rebound. Give the Celtics fans something to see on Wednesday. A reason why they bought their tickets, because that was a shame what happened this past Wednesday. The Celtics fans better get their money's worth this Wednesday. 14-point lead for Boston. Holiday. And the final minute left to go. Outside left corner off to Jaylen Brown. Brown with 17 on the scoreboard. Kick out to the corner. White touch pass. Open 3 at the wing. That is good. Bang, 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 bang. 102 on the scoreboard by guess who? Derek White. Got 38 points tonight. Just an incredible game by Derek White, leading his team to victory, as the Heat are able to knock down a 3 by Martin. Too little too late in this game, as we're down to the final 30 seconds and under left to go. Derek White, sensational, set of the tone, found his stroke, has made 8 threes in this entirety of the game. The Heat as a team made 9. It wasn't the most ideal type of game for the Celtics. They lost Porzingis. Porzingis going to have to undergo an MRI tomorrow. And prayers there. Hopefully it could be very, very limited. Minimal. Hopefully it's minimal, limited in terms of an injury. And hopefully nothing severe by Porzingis, as Martin's 3 comes up short. Tatum collects the rebound, and the Celtics for a long time just wanted this game to be over, because it'll go up 3-1. Going back to their whole floor on Wednesday, looking to close it out in Game 5 on Wednesday night. Derek White, the man of the match tonight. He finishes with 38 points. Made 1 3 shy of what the Heat made as an entire team. 8 for 15 from 3, 15 for 26 from the floor. For Derek White, played 40 minutes of court time tonight, also with 3 total blocks as well, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. He was on another planet tonight. Big time for Derek White. Tatum had 20 with 11 rebounds, 5 assists, had a rough game offensively. He was hunting down a bunch of iso ball matchups for Tatum. Jaylen Brown as well a couple times too. Jaylen Brown finished with 17, but they wouldn't be where they are tonight if it wasn't for Derek White. In a bloodbath of a defensive game here, Derek White led his team to victory. We'll wait the news on Porzingis tomorrow. Adebayo finished with 25 points, 17 rebounds for the Heat, 18 points by Caleb Martin, 19 by Tyler Hero. But in the end, the Celtics defense limit the Heat to shoot 41% from the floor, and the Heat shot just 9 for 33 from three-point range at 27%, while the Celtics made 14 threes in this game out of 37 attempts at 38% from the perimeter. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in. Be a part of the stream for this one tonight. Before I do sign off, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. The Derek White game, played the game by far tonight. You the man, DW. You the man. 38 points on 15 for 26. Legendary. I'll be off tomorrow night. I got a college lacrosse game I'm covering tomorrow. I posted that link in the community tab if anybody's interested in watching that. So I got a conference tournament game for college lacrosse tomorrow. I'm hoping to be back on Wednesday. That would be for Game 5, Celtics Heat. And Boston will look to see if they can close it out on Wednesday. And if you're the Celtics, here's your ultimate reading guide right here. Ice Baby, thanks so much for the dono. Really appreciate it. Legend on the stream for the dono. So here's the ultimate Celtics hope in reading guide right now is number 1, that MRI is going to be done tomorrow on Porzingis. You want that to be as little of an injury as possible, like a minor injury. And what you're hoping for is a minor injury, looking for a grade 1 instead of a grade 2. Because a grade 1 would only keep out Porzingis 1 to 2 weeks. But according to Dr. Evan Jeffries, the game injury doc on Twitter, he says that this looks like a right calf strain for Porzingis, and an MRI will determine severity and healing time. And he broke down the grades. Grade 1 is 1 to 2 weeks. Grade 2 is 3 to 6 weeks. So you're hoping for a very minor injury for Porzingis that, fingers crossed, it's nothing severe. And then also, if you're the Celtics, you're looking to wrap this up at home in 5 on Wednesday. Give your home fans what they deserve in a Game 5 victory, and everybody who bought the tickets for the game what they deserve to be there, unlike last Wednesday, because that was just real rough right there for that game. You got to bounce back from what happened in the last home game. You look to do it in 5. Plus, if you're the Celtics, you want to see, more so you want to hope that Orlando-Cleveland goes into a Game 7 on Saturday, because if that happens, then Game 1 for the second round against the winner of Cleveland-Orlando won't be until next Monday, a week from today, which if you can wrap up on Wednesday, you have significant time. You get 5 days off if you wrap up on Wednesday going into Orlando versus Cleveland, whereas Orlando versus Cleveland is probably going to have 1 full day off on Sunday and then bang right into the Eastern Conference semis after their Game 7 on Monday, most likely, if that series goes to 7. So for the Celtics, looking to close it out in 5 when they come back to their home court in Boston, TD Garden on Wednesday. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream for this one here. The Celtics win 102-88. This was the Derek White game tonight. White finished with 38. Massive in this game with 8 made threes, 15 for 26 from the floor. Before I do sign off, we're going to close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. If anybody's interested in becoming a channel member, it's as low as $1.99 per month to do so. And that link to become a channel member for the memberships is pinned in the chat, posted in the description of every single video. And here's the channel members. We got Jason, Warren, Rajeep, I Am Ghost, David, Asia, Russell, John, Mark, Kelly, Jeffrey, Vegas, Oink Oink, Michael, Katie, Bradley, Daniel, Derek, Sister Surround, Mario, Guido, Tristan, SG Sports Talk, Ice Baby, Robin, Melinda, Jack City, and Shalimar. Thanks all for joining in, being a part of the stream for this one here. Derek White, a career high, 38 points. That's his career high tonight for Derek White. The 8 made threes guided his team to victory as the Celtics win 102-88. Boston goes up 3-1 in the series over Miami. Thanks for joining in, everyone. I'll be off tomorrow. I got a game in person for lacrosse, hoping to be back on Wednesday for Game 5, Celtics versus Miami Wednesday night. See you guys later, and enjoy the rest of your Monday night.